most of the folks. A couple of them, when I went to invite them, they were in a group already.
Someone has an open mic.
I noticed I was getting some echoes.
Yeah, I'm hearing you as an echo, Tap.
Yeah, I always hear it when Tap is talking.
I'm just sound activated. Apparently my mic's too loud. Give me just a second. Sorry. My mic's, I guess, sensitive and you can hear my headphones for some reason.
I gave everyone assists, so if there is a person in the list that you can invite that isn't invited, go ahead.
Alright. These are the only two from the guild that are on that don't have. I'm sure you have the rest of them.
I have a bunch of the people, but I don't have all of the folks, I don't think.
I'll just go down the list. If you guys have been invited, just ignore me. Yeah, everybody else is here. So I had to get a new outfit to match my legendary shoulders because they were so cool. New hairdo. Well, hair color anyways.
Very nice.
So you're using new legendary?
Oh yeah, I checked it out. It's like really good shoulders.
Oh, that's good.
I get the top 5 relics. I have 3 of them for my weapon.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. Oh, I like your transmog.
Thank you. It's actually one of the sets, and I just modified it a little bit.
I like it.
Thank you. I like the color.
Yeah.
Your helm matches Mortimer's shoulders.
And my boots or feet, they remind me of these things I had to wear at work one day. I forgot I was just brain farted and I didn't wear my steel-toed shoes, so I had to wear these like metal caps on my toes, and these feet remind me of those.
It looks like you're wearing booterangs.
Yeah. And that's what it was like. I was like clunking, and I got the whole like horse gallop down pretty good when I was wearing them because I clunked when I walked. It was pretty funny.
So you do have a 4-piece now.
Well, 2 of it is LFR. So I have 2 from here and then 2 from LFR. But it gives you the same spec, I guess.
Yep.
I went out last week, I think. It was before the last raid, and did an LFR or a couple LFRs, and I actually got 4 drops. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you kidding me? I can't get it in regular raid, but got it in LFR, so it's helped a little. I mean, and those gloves I got last night are just fantastic.
Yeah, so I was listening to the podcast of this last week, and you guys were talking about LFR of the final boss, Kill Jaden.
Yeah.
When I went and did it, it was like the first or second day, we one-shot it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
I haven't done it yet, actually.
I haven't done it again. I have.
In the minority.
I have found that a lot of times the first week wing drops or something, it seems to go better, and then subsequent weeks it gets crazier. I don't know if that's just my personal experience. It just seems to be.
Well, it's possible that some of the higher tier people were doing them at the same time, so they had really good gear. I don't know.
I've also heard that it goes better on Tuesdays and Wednesdays because the people who are your higher end raiders will run it just to get it over with.
Yeah, you should try to do them Tuesday, Wednesday too, because then I can get more guild people to go because they just want to get it out of the way too.
Do we have Cal and Heather tonight?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I'm sure Faye will be along. That'll give us 4 healers. What about Niobe and Amia?
There's Niobe now.
Oh, there he is.
Amia should be here shortly. She got off work literally just like 1 minute ago. So it'll take her about 10 minutes to get here.
No problem. Oh, cool, Donna. I don't know if I can do any fancy poses like 4.
No, what I just need someplace where there's true lighting, like in Stormwind where it's bright as heck all the time. Or Dalaran. Dalaran seems to be pinkish though.
Yeah, daytime in Stormwind is like neutral yellow sunlight.
Old Dalaran seems to have some true lighting.
Yeah, it just helps me see what your character's wearing, what the character looks like, pretty much, rather than me trying to sit there and look up every single person.
I'll wear my new outfit.
I don't know. I just really photograph better under like a disco ball with some colored lights.
There's Faye. Yeah, we didn't have email either in 6th grade. We didn't even have, barely had typewriters.
We didn't even have PCs until, God, I was like in my 20s.
My first
early
PC,
20s.
My first PC was a Commodore 64.
You can whisper it to me.
There you go. Do you remember the VIC-20 just before the 64?
Mm-hmm.
No, because we were partying too much.
Yeah, my first basic coding was actually on a VIC-20 and then an Apple IIe.
I was thinking of about 19.
We had a computer, actually in my high school, we had a computer, filled up the whole room, and it was all the punch cards. You have to punch in, like, it was all basic language, and it comes out with these, like, cards with all these, like, holes in it.
Yeah, most of those were COBOL codes.
Yeah, my
IBM was the 029 reader punch.
My stepfather worked for the National Society of Professional Engineers, and he had taken us. I was young at that time, and yeah, it was like it was the large stand-up machines and stuff with the reels on them and stuff. It was, oh my God. And that's probably all down to like an average PC now.
It's like my kids wouldn't even know what it would be like to have without internet or cable.
Those computers that used to take up like a whole floor of a building, you know. Our watches have more computing power than those.
My husband would say that he'd have one of his, not even the new iWatches, but the like Casios, the old Casios. He said had better computing power than
they do
stuff he worked on in the Air Force and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's some of those old computers. I mean, we like kids' toys at the store. You know, like some toy kind of thing has a more powerful computer in it than that whole computer on that floor.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, are you guys summoning?
Yeah, there's summons working.
And then computer classes came out in like 1978 for me where I lived.
Yeah, I had one in 7th or 8th grade. I took basic, I think.
I got my first PC in 1984, and it was super expensive. My dad bought it, but it was a 286 4 megahertz with the 640 kilobytes of RAM or whatever it was at the time, with a 5 or a 10 megabyte hard drive, which was like crazy expensive, and it had an EGA monitor.
One of my first ones, I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, it was $4,000.
Yeah, I think my dad paid something like $5,000 for that computer in 1984. It was like had 16 colors. It was the most technologically advanced computer in our apartment
and they were
complex.
touting. I mean, by the time my second computer, they were touting me and telling me you'll never need more. Never need more megabytes than you got now. It's like, and we've like quadrupled it.
First game I played was Pong.
Yeah, I played an original Pong.
And I loved it. It was like all you had, though, and it was just so much fun.
Yep.
And my babysitter had the original Pong like console that it was like just a screen, and it had the little paddle things that came off of it, and you could play Pong on it, and that was it. It didn't play any other games.
Yeah, I think that's what my dad bought the first Pong out. I think he never played the games, but he liked to buy the video games for the kids.
Now, the first video game that I remember that I really got into, that I played all the way through, was Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards.
Oh gosh, that was so funny.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah, like way back in the day.
It was funny.
Where it's text-based and it's just a picture, like with each scene you move to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was, you had to type in like what you wanted the character to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah,
I don't remember what my first
in
one
like
was.
8 or 16 color.
And you always get the little rainbow crotch on him.
Well, yeah, I first played it on a green screen when I first played. So I mean, I didn't have color. It just had like shades of green. You know.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, that's the first one that I really remember as far as a game that I played all the way through to the end. You know, I was just a kid. You know, I didn't get half the jokes in it.
There was one of my supervisors bought the Amiga when it first came out, and he got a game called Pirates. Oh man, we kept it in our workshop all the time in the Air Force, and I love that game.
I'm gonna reset my router and my modem. I'll be back.
Tonight's cauldron will be provided by Jelly, one of our favorite frost mages.
Jelly.
How we doing?
Good. How you doing?
Hey. Good.
Making it through.
Hey, how you feeling, Bronze? Feeling better?
Terrible.
Aww.
Well, we got the snuffle of dead record DBS.
We missed you last night.
Looks like you did just fine without me.
Well, we did fine without you, but it doesn't mean we didn't miss you.
I made some French onion soup for lunch to hopefully, help me feel better.
Ooh, yummy.
When does school start?
Tuesday, I get rid of my daughter.
My little guy goes in Monday.
I have just the
Uh-oh. Is this to get rid of that, I have to pick up?
Heck no, she's riding the bus.
Yeah, I meant teach, but anyway.
Everybody is in range. Has been summoned. Although I lost track of Shepard.
May your feet
She in
find
the
good
elevator?
trails.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Dalaran.
Oh, okay. Oh, we already have a portal up. I mean, a closet up.
Yeah.
More closets.
What brings you here? Till next we meet. Be careful.
Some food.
So we only have 4 healers at the moment. Are we getting a 5th?
Yeah, Mia will be here from what Noyobi is saying. She's coming home from work.
And I'll take him running a few minutes late.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
So they're the final 2 spots, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have another healer that's coming?
I'll take in
yeah,
Mia,
off and Mia.
and that would be our 29:30.
All right, and they're just running late?
Yes. Mia should be on in any minute.
Should we clear the trash?
I think
Yeah,
so.
we can clear. We can start clearing trash, I guess. It's still a few minutes till official start
What
time.
trash?
Oh, there's these 2 things here we can kill real fast if we want to.
Oh, I didn't. No, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, we're good. We don't need another heal right now.
Well, and Spicy can switch until somebody else comes in. Because Spicy can heal.
Well, I can heal if Spicy wants to stay on DPS, since he does way more than I do.
I don't think you'll need to for trash.
Oh, trash is done,
Percent.
actually. I was hit for the trash. It was just those 2 things.
Have you ever seen me trip over taking out the trash? It can happen.
Yeah, that's
Shepard needs summons.
Yep, we can put down a new one, maybe a new closet.
Hey, Jelly, did you get your DBM all set?
Yes, I think I did.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you want me to put down the cauldron now?
No, let's give it a
wait.
couple more minutes.
Okay.
We'll wait till official start. Does anybody have any questions or anything about this fight? Anything they need clarified? It's totally cool to ask a question if you need to, or want
Now-
a tip or anything.
Now we win if we don't lose health points first, right?
Well, no, we'll probably lose health points first, but no, we win if we reduce his health to 0 without our healths collectively being reduced to 0.
Oh.
Right.
That is a very good
Yeah, what's up?
Can I be Master Looter?
Master Looter. No, we don't. We
Okay, I just talked to Amia. She's literally just punched out of work. She said she'll be here by 6 p.m. That's about 15 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's see here. We've got 4 healers right now. Is that right?
Yeah, and if you can just switch specs right now.
Yeah, because I think we tried this once with 4 healers and
No,
it didn't
4
go
healers
great.
was not enough on this fight.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
We need more.
Yeah. So yeah. Who's
I would
gonna
not
switch specs?
Yeah, I wouldn't sacrifice DPS.
Yeah, I don't want to
somebody.
sacrifice.
Ricky just
Donna
went.
Just switched.
Okay. All right. So Donna's gonna run DPS or run heals. That's cool. We'll try it like that. You know, just everybody just try and be aware. Try not to take too much unnecessary damage. You know, maybe hang back a little bit further out since we're a little light on heals at the moment. You know, like during the ruptured reality. I know some of us will hang out like around this area right here, where the middle part of the 2 dots are, halfway between the inner line and the outer line in the safe zone. But if we hang out a little bit further out, we'll take a little less damage and be a little less strain on the heals. So maybe try and get to max range if you're a ranged player or something like that.
Oh, we lost 6s.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Keep a mana buns.
Okay, I've got a ranged display thing, and just so y'all know, since 40 yards is usually the maximum for like a ranged player, these things that I'm standing on right here, that is 40 yards exactly.
Yeah, I can get out to about here or so. Let's see, right.
Yeah, I can stand on this inner ring right here.
Yeah, 40 yards from the hitbox down.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
here. Right here is 40 yards where I'm bouncing up and down. So yeah, I mean you are in range right out at the edge. So yeah, I mean, and he's in the epicenter of the room, so that would be anywhere along these lines. You know, you're good.
Honestly, for range, there's no reason to be any closer.
Well, if you
Well,
want.
the only reason that comes up for being a little closer is keeping yourself spread out from other players for Unbound Chaos, which is a valid reason to be a little bit closer.
Chasing the lady.
Plus, I mean, some of us also have shields, you know, where we're gonna block most of the ruptured reality or all of it anyway. So, but you know, just saying, since we're a little heals light, be conscious of that.
And I'll take it might be here in a couple minutes, but we'll see.
Yeah, let's give 6s a moment to try and get back in, I guess, maybe.
Let's say, did we already pass out the booze?
No,
No.
let's go ahead and do the cauldron, and then we will.
We're not going to have any spare. If one person grabs one for me, and I can grab one for. I'll take it. That'll be one for everybody.
Yeah, we need one to grab. Someone to grab one for 6s too, because he's on you guys' server as well.
He's not on our server.
Doesn't
It
matter
doesn't
with that
matter.
stuff.
You can pass
Anybody
those
can
out
do it.
from anybody.
He's on Dragonblight.
Yeah, but the spirit flasks are cross server trade.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
If they're conjured.
All right, so go ahead and put the who's putting the cauldron down?
I am.
Oh,
It's right there.
it is.
Does anyone grab one for 6s?
I have one for all taken.
I'll grab one for 6s.
And then we need somebody to grab one for Mia. And that's
Niobe, can you grab one from Mia?
All right, so we've got those grabbed for them. Is that 6s just coming back in?
Yeah, I lost power at my house just for a quick second. It was off like
Okay.
5 seconds, and everything shut down.
Sure. Well, we're
That's
waiting
all
for
it
you.
takes,
So.
huh?
The call disappear?
Oh, the flasks are gone. Yeah,
Okay,
someone-
so
They picked
grab
one
one
for
for
you.
me.
Yeah, someone got
we've
one.
got one for those.
Yeah,
that
I
weren't
got one
here
for
yet.
six. I got one for you. 6s.
she's an alchemist. She's got plenty, trust me.
Well, there should be one for everybody.
Yep. Managed to get my mythic plus 10 done today. Oh, it's rough.
Congrats.
We did plus 10 Maw last week. It was so fun.
It's
Maws
rough,
are
though.
fun to do.
Maw's
With
my
the
favorite
Grievous
though.
and with Grievous and all the other ones that are up this week, it was rough.
Which one did you do?
Yeah.
I ended up doing Darkheart Thicket. Was the one I.
That one's not that bad.
Yeah, that was.
I like that one too.
There's a lot of trash in there, though.
There
Yeah.
is. But you know, it went fairly smoothly. I was with a decently powered group. The only problem we had was this monk that was with us kept pulling extra stuff. I were like, dude, would you please stop pulling things? So, but it, you know, still completed it. So I just was doing it for the 935 gear that's going to come out of the chest next week.
That's why we all would like to do one.
Oh, that.
Oh,
did
Joe
miss
Billy.
so quick.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
It was like the only one we
Joe,
had
Billy,
with
check
the
this
people
out.
on. It was kind of a pain in the ass for sure.
Well, besides getting turned into a sunflower, hold on. If you,
I was like, ooh, that's a cool sunflower thing that you got going on.
if you take the shoulders off on this set, you actually still have shoulders. Check this out.
Oh yeah, you have like underwear shoulders.
Wet.
That's cool.
I just noticed that the other day.
My outfit's kind of similar to that. Only they're red.
Oh, nice. Kind of considered going without the shoulders with that look, but me.
Sixes, you logging in, man?
Yeah.
All right, I still see you as offline and stuff. So
I really want to pick up that PvP set though next. I think it'll go for sale on the reset. So, but I've only got 8 marks right now. I need to get 4 more marks. Because the PvP set looks just like this. It's just it's a darker shade.
that's cool. That outfit, I have part of that on my hunter, but he's a Worgen. Looks a little funny.
Well, it's like we discussed the other day. It's some races look good in some armor sets and some don't. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It really
all the
depends.
armor
Okay, I'm
sets
here.
are Bad.
Okay, Sixes is here.
Like historically.
Oh, let me give you your. Wait a minute. Let me give him his flask.
Fine.
What'd you say looked bad historically?
Most of the hunter sets.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Deb.
I don't know. The old Gronstalker, which this is based off of, wasn't too bad.
Do you have food? Sixes? You're all set?
Yep, I'm all good, thank you.
Hey, I'm a sunflower. How the heck did that happen?
People are turning people into sunflowers.
Oh, this is too weird.
Mine has wings.
Is this a dawn torture? Is that what this is?
Can you cast?
You know
as
what? You need
sunflowers?
to get a screenshot of that. Like turn everybody but me into sunflowers, and have me running across the room with everybody chasing me. Get a screenshot of that.
That's kind of my plan.
Yeah, I actually went into my incarnation tree of life form and came right back into a sunflower.
All right.
Interesting.
So, as much as the sunflower thing is
Demon
funny,
Hunter wings.
let's get this rolling.
Mia needs a summons.
Oh,
Well, we'll
Mia's
just have to
gone now?
remember that next raid.
She's got here.
She's not actually here. That's just me logging her in.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, then we don't want her in the group then, because she'll raise the boss herself.
Oh, okay. Then kick her out.
Look at all these glowy beanie sunflowers.
Okay, let's do a poll. Everybody focus. You guys know the mechanics on this? Sure we can do it.
Wait, how do you do this fight?
Do the stuff and the thing and the other thing.
But do you do this stuff before the thing?
All the time, man. All the time.
Alright, got it.
My fault. Obviously, I hit it too quick.
Oh, my
Alright, here comes the shadowy blades coming next.
Coming at me right down the middle.
Yeah, you cannot stay up there and see who that was, but
Beware.
Spicy didn't move back. Yeah.
Blue.
All right, Maiden's at 88%. Get ready.
Corruption will be
Get on Maiden. Back on the Avatar.
Beware.
Oh.
That was bad for me.
Yeah. You drew it Desolate right as it switched. Go. Oh. Take one
Middle.
of them.
Got the middle. Bring her to the middle.
Green.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay alive.
Oh, sorry.
Take one of them, Andrew.
I got the middle. I had the Maiden.
Take Maiden.
Beware.
Oh, I've got
All right,
three.
Maiden's gonna push over in just a moment. Be ready.
My bad.
Corruption will be cleansed.
Hit switch.
Yeah, take Avatar. I just killed a couple of melee there. Why is my taunt not working on her?
Back on the Avatar.
Beware.
Remember to move back.
Shadow Blaze in the middle.
Beware.
Yellow.
Yeah,
She's at
DBM is
93.
not
Get ready
putting
to
up the
switch
right
to Maiden.
warning.
Switch to Maiden. We're gonna get the Ruptured Reality, I think, here. So. All right, back on the Avatar.
Beware.
Watch that
Blaze
blades.
on the left here.
It was on me.
It's on me too.
I don't know why I died though.
Maybe we were too close together.
Yeah, you all were right next to each other.
Cross the
We blew
stream.
each other up, Tap.
I don't know, but now we only have 2 healers.
Yeah, we don't have. We have a res. Go ahead and get the highest healer. I don't know who that is.
Beware. Corruption will be
Yeah, she's strong right now.
Oh, right.
Get me
right
up.
now, get her. Get the
Me up.
Maiden. If we don't get her, we die. So.
Your resers are DKs. And walk.
Let's focus on Maiden right now.
Nope. Oh, just barely missed it.
We had too many DPS down, really. I noticed a couple of people at least were killed by the Ruptured Reality. Spicy, I saw you die up there. Just make sure you get back away from it, because if you're right up against the boss when the Ruptured Reality goes off, you die. Period. You're gonna die. So, just make sure you're getting back when the Ruptured Realities comes up, or you're dead. Then the other one was, you know, like the couple of you crossed the streams on those spikes.
Yeah, that was
That's
not
Pretty
bad.
hard to avoid.
Yeah, that's what got me.
Each time.
yeah, it can be pretty hard to avoid sometimes. If you get it on you, look up. Make sure you're looking up there to see if there's another one of those spikes pointed towards you, or if that's going to be if you're going to cross them on that spot, and if you are, maybe separate them out and move away from that other one so you don't have two of them pointed at you. This is especially if it gets on you, kind of thing.
No, Niobe, I don't have a lock closet already up for her. Well, I mean,
Sorry,
sure.
didn't see it, bud. I was all the way down the stairs when I made that statement.
Thank you.
Oh, fair enough. I was just joking with you anyway.
We have a yeah, there's a table.
It was kind of fun to do most of that fight as a daisy.
It was.
It was. I was a daisy during the entire thing. Almost the entire thing.
I need to go back and get that thing.
I thought you had it.
No, I did it when I first came to Legion, and I just haven't been back.
So in the new patch, they're going to put in a random favorite pets button.
Yes.
There's a couple add-ons already have it.
I just need a Wolfhawk pet, so I match my regular pets.
Or do you need to change your regular pets
Right.
to sunflowers?
Everyone's ready. Let's give it a go.
Okay, Faye.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Compound chaos. Watch those spikes.
Right down the mid.
Ruptured realities. Make sure we give them some space.
Beware.
She's at 84.
Orange.
She's gonna switch over right after this gets started. Make sure you're in range.
Corruption will be
Cleansing protocols up. Switch to the maiden. Back to the avatar.
Beware.
Compound chaos.
Middle late.
Blue.
It's too far away.
Shadowy blades in 10 seconds.
Grab avatar.
Beware.
Good to mark.
Yeah.
She's at 87, 89. We're getting close on her. She's going. Switch to the maiden.
Oh, I think I just taunted her back. Tab target again. Green.
Back to the avatar. Nobody should be hitting the maiden.
Sorry.
Watch the blades.
You're on me, I'm not moving.
Chaos, give some. Maiden's at 85, 87.
We have 2 reses.
Alright, after she switches to the next one, go ahead and get them both up.
Purple. Over to purple.
Here comes the blades. Watch the blades.
Corruption will be
Cleansing protocol on the maiden. Unbound chaos at the same time, so watch your steps. Ruptured realities as well.
Drinking.
Nope.
Oh.
I thought it dropped before it went off, but
yeah,
It seemed like
looked
it did.
like it did. It looked like it finished right before it went off, but then it went off anyway. All right, that was like a triple whammy. We got the chaos, the ruptured reality at the same time as the cleansing protocol. That kind of sucked.
You kind of chuckled when it happened.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get like all of those.
Yeah, that's just RNG called us right there.
I was like, is this normal?
No, it's not normal for those to stack up that much.
Dear Lord, baby Iron Jesus, don't do that again.
All these skeletons.
Food, please.
Thank you, Morla.
Thank you for Jeeves.
Where might Jeeves be? Oh, there he is.
I don't care if it rains or freezes, as long as I've got my little Jeeveses.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
All right. Yeah, that was a little bit of bad RNG there.
Everybody's ready.
All right. Let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Down the middle.
On me. Boy, I've been quite a target 3 times already. I've never even been hit by it before.
Ruptured realities, move back. Main's at 75. Let's handle chaos.
Star. Yellow.
Alright, she's gonna transition after she gets the star. Watch the blade.
Right up the middle for the blades. Oh, that just nuked me.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I barely saved it.
Switch to the maiden. Back to the boss.
Do the blades go after a person or a
person.
position? Okay.
They target the person and they will track that person they targeted. Watch the blades. Ruptured realities, give some space.
Purple.
Beware. I'm down chaos. Blades.
Eradicate them all.
Cleansing protocol.
What does that mean?
It means you have to target the maiden. That's the spell she casts.
Oh.
Throw it back on the avatar.
Just say that.
Ruptured realities, back away from the boss.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Oh crap. That was my bad. I got hubby aggro.
You want to run?
Yeah, please.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Maiden. Oh wait, she's not switching
yet.
Hold on. I thought she was going to switch, but the beam went off.
Green.
Green.
Beware.
You have her.
You should have her.
Well, the boss is getting the green right now.
I cannot
so why don't
taunt
you
her.
take it?
I don't have a taunt. Move her.
Eradicate them all.
Tracking.
Go ahead and take Avatar now.
Back on the boss. Make sure everybody gets off maiden.
We're gonna switch. We're gonna switch. 93. Avatar.
Oh, get back on the maiden. Yeah. Kill the maiden as much as we can. I think it's going to be a toast.
Drinking.
Yeah, he's going to go over, I think. Just kill the maiden as fast as we can.
Didn't
Alright,
he
good, we
get
got her.
health back?
We got her first, I think, didn't we?
We did, I think.
Yeah, we did. I saw her go down.
Not even close.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah, but I don't know if he killed her or...
I think he got a little bit.
I think he got some
Yeah, we got plenty.
I didn't see his health before it. I just saw the bar.
I just
Focus, please.
Alright, remember the dark marks. Make sure you're stacking with people who have the dark mark. Dark mark, don't run away.
Still dark mark.
I was moving away from the other one.
That was too far, dude. You just want to move so the circles aren't crossing us all.
Okay, my mistake. I didn't know.
Ruptured realities, give some space.
Four, three, two, one.
Comes ruptured reality. Should give him some room. Dark Mark, hang out with a friend.
Yeah, that just knocked the tanks all over the place.
Tranking.
You guys might want to pull him into the lava some, if you can.
We couldn't.
Too late. Too late.
Dark Mark bounced us out. I was low and didn't have a cooldown.
Alright.
Sorry, next time I get that, I'll move away.
Dark Marks, go ahead and stack up with those people, make sure they're not overlapping.
Oh. Killed me.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
Get me Spicy and a Mia.
I don't know if Spicy's reachable.
Oh, okay, get a Mia and Sky.
Mia, I don't. Oops.
Mia's not in range.
Yeah, I can't find him.
Coming. I'm in the green goo.
It's too late for that. Sorry. Make sure you don't, next one is going to be a sacrifice, I think.
I think we might have to pull him out.
Tank's got to pull him out, or we won't get enough.
I have a cooldown to do it on.
Okay.
We got 2 battle res.
Two reses. Do you want? We can get Aqua.
Get anyone
Sky.
who's up down here, because everybody I've called for, you guys said they can't get. So just grab whoever you can.
Save one for the tank.
Oh, we have
Dark Marks, get out.
Sacrifice.
I'm gonna
Dark
sacrifice.
Marks. Yeah, don't get in there with them.
Ah, crap. Got me.
Go, guys.
Got it. We got plenty of people up.
We got quite a few people up.
But
you
Then we need to start dragging him in 3 seconds.
You gotta run him
Dragging
out.
him away now.
We'll have a little platform left.
Go,
Safe
guys,
where I'm
go.
standing. Sacrifice.
Get out.
Four %.
Enrage.
3%.
Yeah.
2. Keep pushing. 1.3. 1%. Just keep pushing.
Yeah.
0.6%.
That was pretty
Oh.
close. That's pretty close. All right. Yeah, I think he might have swallowed the maiden.
Yeah, he ate up her health when the tanks got confused. That's
Yeah.
his health was going up.
Well,
So-
I wasn't sure if we finished taking her down, or if he hit 100 and then ate her and she went down. But
I'm pretty sure the boss.
yeah. All right. Yeah, that was because
10%.
that one spot where he absorbed some energy there, I think was enough to push him over the edge on that.
So on the what killed me was someone had that arrow, and was that supposed to be a sacrifice? It was like right in the middle.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
to
the
get
Dark
away.
Yeah, when he calls for sacrifice on the Dark Mark with those purple circles, it means don't stand in them. Those people are going to run away or ice block or try and do something, but they're going to do it on their own.
Okay.
Yeah, she did
there was
ice
no
block,
room.
but she was right in the middle. She didn't get out to the edge and ice block. She just ice blocked where she was at. Which, if you see, if we call for sacrifice, and you are not the person with the dark mark, and the person with the dark mark is on you, like the circles around you, just move out of the circle.
Okay, I mean that's a big circle. I had no time to get out of it.
I thought we had enough in the circle I was in, but I died.
Well,
so that's what I didn't know if sacrifice meant that person goes into the lava, or so it means you have to get away from that person.
Well,
but if they're right in the middle though, that's kind of tough.
Yeah, sacrifice ideally, like when we call for the sacrifice, your goal at that point is, if you get the dark mark on you, is to move out to the edge of the platform away from the other players. If you have a protection cooldown such as ice block or turtle or something else that can prevent you from taking the damage, go ahead and use that and survive it. But if you don't, then just move out to the edge and you're going to die on your own. and that's where the sacrifice happens. It's better that you die than a bunch of people get thrown in the lava and we lose lots of folks. But
all right, I was just like I just didn't understand that whole thing.
Yep. Yep, that's all it is.
That helps. Thank you. Ah, gotta do it again.
Yeah, I saw her ice block, and I saw a bunch of people try to run in and get in the circle with her, which is normal, what you would want to do, except for we were in sacrifice mode at that point.
And I probably did the same thing.
Yeah, and the reason we call for sacrifices is because this platform gets so small that if you get tossed in the air, you're likely to get tossed into lava, and so we don't want people getting tossed into lava.
That was 0%. We should have had it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it this time. We just got to be a little bit more diligent about the maiden, and I'm sure the tanks will get her moved properly.
Well, it didn't help. Well, we mistaunted there, and there was a little bit of miscommunication, but it didn't help that my tab target did not swap targets, and I taunted the avatar twice in a row instead of maiden.
I have to put maiden on focus for this fight. Because there's so much swapping.
And Avatar's hitbox just covers up.
Yes, it does. It's a pain in the butt tanking this, so I have to put her on my focus.
Yeah, I just clicked on that big button on the right-hand side. There's a way of manually overriding everything.
Here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Truthfully, it's hard to see anything when you're healing. That's what I just mentioned about the shadow.
Alright.
Yeah, but it does let you know where the arrow's going to go.
Ruptured reality in space.
Yeah, I don't see it. Although I see it when it's on me.
Alright, let's focus, please.
I am.
Maiden's at 71.
Beware. It's too far away.
Yellow.
Main will switch over. Here goes the blades. Watch the blades.
Watch out, watch out.
I think I just taunted
Maiden. Get on the maiden.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, I think I have Avatar again, unless I moved out of melee.
Back on the boss.
Beware.
God, oh god, oh god, oh god. I need to not stand by people. Just kidding.
Ruptured reality.
Man.
Orange.
Boss
Yeah, I
taking some-
taunted. Yep, Alright, take her back. There you go.
We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Crap, stay out of my line, stay out of my line. Sorry about that.
That's alright. Things happen.
Heal her down.
Maiden.
Get on maiden.
Get on maiden.
Get off maiden.
Back on boss.
Green.
Go ahead and get Shepherd up. Watch melee. I'm taking the blades to the wall. Oh man. Somebody else do it too?
I had blades myself, but I just stood here. I was in the back.
I got hit by melee. Alright.
Were you? Oh. Might have backed out too far. There's a blade like right over top of me.
Beware.
go ahead and get me up.
I don't
Ready
see
for
you.
me?
Got it.
Got
Thank
it.
you.
I'm out of range.
She's at maiden. Get the maiden. Back on the boss. Rupture railings. Get back.
I was too focused. I wasn't even paying attention.
I don't know if she's gonna push over.
It's close. I think we're good, but it's gonna be close.
Yeah, it's good. It's gonna be fine. Maiden. Switch to the maiden. Watch the Unbound Chaos. Might get Ruptured Realities too.
Just bring her closer to the end.
Drinking.
We got her. So get back on the fallen
Yeah,
avatar.
she's definitely down.
Alright, there should be enough people alive. Just really focus in on this.
Oh.
Oh, we don't have
Oh,
a
crap.
res.
35 seconds. So,
Help me,
stack up with
Darkmark.
the-
I'm alone.
Yeah, no, but through. Okay, and then and I died. I thought 3 other people joined.
25
There was
seconds.
2
It's
marks,
3 other
only one of
people.
them.
Yeah, there was one.
Can
There
anybody
was,
help him out?
he
It's over.
turtled, so
Yeah, and nobody was running in. I had to hit turtle.
Yeah, we all ran.
we got in there actually. All right, so
I can get him in. I can get him in 7 seconds.
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Close enough.
Dark Mark, stack up.
Taunt when you come up.
Done and done.
Tracking.
Four, three, two, one.
Ruptured Realities, get back. Dark Marks, get him in with them.
Hemming.
Use personal cooldowns to help the healers out.
Don't forget about your cookies if you got them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll take it myself.
Just get out. Just get out of it. That one back there anyway.
Four, three, two, one.
Ruptured Realities, give him some space. Dark March, don't stack them.
Dark Mark and Tranking. That work?
Focus in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
How long's been raid?
All right, dark marks. Oh, they're stacking up. They're stacking up.
$200 million.
3%.
4, 3, 2, 1.
2.
Dark marks.
I got mine.
Just sacrifice those or.
He's enraged.
He's dead.
1%.
Keep plugging.
Yeah, he's dead.
There you go, people.
I'm glad I saved all my cooldowns till then.
My screen went black. Did anybody else's?
No.
Have you killed them before, Tap? I think there's a...
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see anything.
Thank you, Faye.
Monitor going to sleep.
You didn't get a res, it might be too high in the sky or something.
You just release it and put you down here.
Yeah, it does. It's okay to release it.
I think my monitor just is unplugging.
Alright. We'll do loot in just a second.
Hold on, let me get back in. I don't know what the hell's going on.
We can seal the Legion's gateway and end this invasion. No! No more running! No
My freaking monitor went black.
Try turning it off and back on, maybe?
Cut screen?
Get a little too excited and start kicking wires.
No, it's not a cut. I can hear everything. I just can't see a damn thing.
Years or millennia, the Legion will
What the hell?
over
Getting no
and
signal.
over again, until too few of us remain to fight them.
Uh-oh, face pull.
To seize our fate.
That's right. Let everybody over there die.
Yep, just stay here. We're gonna.
Anything.
Well,
Alright,
okay,
Tap.
I'll die.
Alright, Tap's back, so alright, we'll do the loot trade now.
How do I get loot? Oh, never mind. I gotta go loot the
There's the
boss.
boss. You can run across the lava. It's safe.
Yeah, I am.
Alright, so they went up. Alright.
Sorry, when I came out of the cinematic, I was running.
No tear gear on this one. How do I get out? Oh, I
just
see it.
that little portal on the other side.
There's
just-
shoulders in that tier, in the ball and avatar.
You cannot bypass the cinematic. You have to every time.
Alright, so we'll trade here. So the first thing.
Oh, now I'm in the
Okay,
cinematic. I'm in the cinematic now too with someone.
Alright, it'll get you out of there in this moment.
We need to lock TV when we get a chance.
Ay, ay, ay.
Alright, so no anybody for the Cape of Mindless Fury? No? Okay. This would be for mages only. Mantle of the Arcane Tempest, Mage Tier Shoulders.
I had to step away for a sec. Did somebody roll on the cape and win?
Nobody
No.
rolled on the cape.
May I roll on that after this?
You would be the only one, so you can have it.
Okay.
Who's that?
But
Asim?
currently the mantle of currently the mantle of Arcane Tempest is up for roll. Kelly's got it with a 77. All right, come trade with me, Jelly.
That tells me that's soulbound.
to.
What is?
Oh, is it your
that on
high?
a
Is it
bonus.
the highest thing you've got, or did you bonus roll it?
No, I got a 905.
All right. Well,
Think so.
always it doesn't have the blue text on it that says you may trade this item with players that were also eligible to loot this item for the next 2 hours.
Oh, you
If
know,
it doesn't say that.
It says
I was
that.
in here last night. I bet you that's what it is. Maybe
Oh,
that's what
you're
it was?
not. Oh yeah, if you've already looted that boss, then you
I
can't.
did him last night. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I completely
All right.
forgot. I did so much yesterday. It was crazy.
All right. So Mortimer, come trade with me. You get shoulders.
I tried.
I'm sorry. I was rolling on the shoulders.
What?
I was rolling on the shoulders.
Jelly, didn't you say you couldn't get it?
No,
Or was
that
that so?
wasn't Jelly.
Oh, my mistake. I mistook voices there. All right. So yeah, Jelly, you still get it then. My mistake. I thought that was you saying you already looted.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. All right, and that was it for the loot. So
I have many lucky doos you like.
all right, let's go ahead and do trash.
Farewell,
Sweet.
friend of the Grummels.
I just didn't want to be the only one who went into this fight again.
I got my 6-piece.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a 6-piece, but I'm not using them all.
No,
I'm
just
still
the
using
shoulders Warforged.
Let me grip those other warlocks that are back there. We pulled the second group too.
There, I interrupted him so he would run.
Can you guys release and come right back?
Why
or-
did you
Yep.
do that?
Yeah, you can just run back.
Just run back in.
Yeah, if you die, go ahead and release and come back in.
To maximize my AoE damage.
I have
Woohoo! Now
many,
Scotta
many
isn't green.
That's just because I was sidetracked. What about not being green? You're the only one that's caught it so far, Swiffy.
All right, so yeah, this is the super complex fight. We'll do like we did last week, where we're gonna have odds and evens split up for taking the Armageddons. Spiffy, you still have that list?
Yep.
All right. If you would be so kind as to call out those people in the order.
Jelly, you're taking Pfeiffer's place at the end.
That's for interrupts.
No.
No. Ice block.
That's ice block for the Armageddon.
So
happens after Dizzy then?
It's been a few weeks since I've done this, so what is the Armageddon?
Okay, the Armageddons there are orange circles that are going to show up on the ground. They're fairly small orange circles, and then one large one. All the Armageddons have to be soaked, but the people that are designated to get the large Armageddons need to get into the large Armageddon and use something like Ice Block, Turtle, etc. to absorb that damage, because it's a massive amount of damage. So for you, when it's your turn, basically what you're going to, yeah, you get into the large one and then Ice Block and stay there until it hits. In fact, everybody who's doing the Armageddons, just hang out in that circle until it hits. I know last week we had some issues where players were getting into the circle and they were running out before it actually hit.
What they were seeing was that big circle go off and thinking that was the Armageddon.
Yeah, just make sure you stay there until the circle is gone, and all that.
So should I wait a couple seconds in that place before I place Ice Block, or is our Ice Block, coming up to take care of it?
Is Ice Block around 8 seconds or no?
I don't know. 10.
So once you get to the circle,
yeah, just do it right when you get there.
Yep, and don't forget to mages at least that you have cold snap that you can reset your ice block so you can get the next one, because ice blocks got such a large cooldown, so you'll be able to get 2 of them. Hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. We should be spaced out far enough that isn't too much of a trouble. Other things we're gonna have to do, like we're gonna have to make sure that we're stacking up for when there's what is it? Let me grab my notes.
Hey, while you're doing that, can we double check the list real quick?
Yep, I'll write it out again in chat.
Yeah, go ahead and write it out in chat. And in fact, actually, we're going to go ahead and just take our 5-minute because we're about that time anyway.
Yay!
So we'll just call the 5-minute break right now, and then when we get back, we'll go
Here's
over
that mount I got last night, if anybody was wondering.
Oh yeah, I want to see it. Oh, cool.
Oh, it looks like the worm, the Riddler worm.
Oh, that's cool.
Rats.
That's awesome. Is that the one that like drops? It can drop from any boss?
It randomly dropped from Mistress last night.
Oh, I know I was there, but I mean, is that the one that can drop from any boss anywhere?
I think so.
So it's a green recolor of the Riddler worm then.
Oh.
How do you
Don't
get the
have
Riddler
it.
worm?
A long, fun quest.
Yeah, it's a long, interesting quest that takes you all around the world to different raids, different places, and it's kind of interesting.
I need to actually do that.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it takes about an hour and a half.
It's a hidden one.
All right, I gotta go get my.
So where do you start that at?
YouTube.
Google.
You started on
Wildhead has a good
YouTube.
guide.
Google. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Blizzardcorn? What is a Blizzardcorn?
Blizzardcorn.
It's the mount that I got from doing the
Dreamweavers.
emissary.
Yep. Yep.
Where now?
Where are you? Where is it?
I've been after that thing
Oh,
since
that's
the
so
beginning.
cute.
My daughter got it on our first emissary cache. I was so mad.
Oh, that one. I forgot that they dropped them off because we've done so
I
many of
haven't
them.
gotten any from those cash.
Nah,
I've
me
gotten
either.
one.
I get nothing.
I gotten one so far, but there's only one that I actually want, and that's the one from Valjar. But I've got the hippogriff one.
That's wicked cool, Nia.
I like it.
It's sort of a.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why it's called a Blizzardcorn.
Well, you know, Blizzard WoW never really had unicorns. People always asking for it, so they don't make it like a regular one. So I figured it's a Blizzardcorn.
That makes sense. I just like that she said it was wicked cool or wicked something. I just heard
Wicked cool. Wicked cool.
cool.
Oh,
No,
is that
Tab,
a New England thing
you
too?
were asking about the Francis thing. Pretty much the entirety of the movie. The bad guy's name was Ajax, but his real name was Francis, and he got annoyed when anybody called him Francis.
Oh,
So
that's
he kept
right.
He kept running around the movie yelling, "Where's Francis?"
That's right. I saw it once and it was I don't remember it that I remember movies better when I see it the second time, but I do remember now that you mentioned that. That was a funny movie. Pretty crass, but very funny.
Oh, I can't wait for the second one that's coming out.
When does that one come out?
What, Deadpool?
Oh, that comic was made for him before he was born. That's him.
Well, he's canon in the comics too. Well, I mean, in the comics, he's even referenced.
When we
I heard that a stunt driver died on the set of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He posted about that a while back.
It was one of the women motorcycle stunt riders.
Mm-hmm. Crashed through a glass
Yeah,
wall
plate
or
glass
something.
window or something, or door or something.
It was a building.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
When we went to Comic-Con, me and my daughter, there was some, little kids, like maybe 10 years old, dressed up as Deadpool, and I'm like, I bet they have no idea what that movie is about. But you said it was a Marvel comic?
Yeah.
It's amazing
pretty
that they
hardcore
have.
Marvel comic too, though.
Yeah,
I've seen some parents
he
bring
single-handedly
kids to.
killed every Marvel character more than once.
Yeah, so I never got that because, I mean, even if you knew the comics or whatnot, Deadpool has never been a family-friendly character per se.
No.
Yeah, I was really actually wicked surprised.
Okay, so I think we're done. Break's done. So everybody back. Let's just do a quick ready check. See who's all back.
And they still had parents complain about that movie after
Yeah,
they
people-
took their kids to it. Oh my god, I can't believe it's a superhero. It is not a superhero movie.
They have to read
And
the
it
rating.
says rated R.
I know.
Yeah.
It barely got rated R.
He
It
even
almost
says
got
in the
rated X.
movie that it's not a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Parents,
All right.
parents are just not.
All right, back to raid.
Somebody wants a
I guess the
summons
pistol
for a
needs his
pistol.
summons back. So why don't we get that taken care of while we cover a couple little things? All right. So yeah, the Armageddons. Those are the circles on the ground. We covered that a little bit. And he posted the order. I think, did he post the order in chat?
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
Okay.
Joe Buddha, you're first, so I hope you saw it.
Yep, it's me, Dorn, Spiffy, Boromir, Dizzy, and then Jelly. And that's the order that's going to go in. He will remind us as we go along. We're going to go odds, evens on getting the Armageddons. We'll start with odds. because I go into the first big Armageddon anyway, and I'm in the odds. All right, there's also going to be the rupturing singularity. Don't forget that's the thing, the black mark that, and it's got a ball in the air that gradually lowers down into it. The first one is going to show up right here in the middle. You're going to need to be out at the ring that I'm at right here in order to be safe from it. It's going to have a knockback effect, which will push you back out towards the edge of the platform. If you are back here and you're like not in one of the corner spots, like over here, you're likely to get thrown off the edge and then you die. So just make sure you're about here, but not underneath it, because if you're underneath it, you die. So just try and be here, or if you are on one of these 4 arrows that are surrounding this circle, those are also safe spots that you won't get thrown off the edge, because if you notice, the corners of the platform are a little bit wider, so you have room to get thrown back. The other thing that we're going to have is shadow reflections. Shadow reflections, remember, when you get shadow reflection on you, you will grow very large. Your toon will get very, very big, like you have a giant growth on. So then what you want to do at that point is, if you grow big, get up underneath the boss, unless there shouldn't be the singularity shouldn't be in the middle at that point. But you want to get up underneath the boss so that when it finishes the debuff, it'll drop an ad that looks like you, and everybody needs to AoE it, cleave it down as quickly as possible. So just make sure you get them underneath the boss, because if you have them spread out here, they're not going to get AoE'd as much, and they're going to go down slower. So it's your responsibility to get that thing there. We will transition to intermission 1 once we hit the boss at 80%. That usually happens pretty quickly. During intermission 1, the boss is going to hop around on the outside of the room to various spots. Be aware of where the boss is going, though, because somebody's going to get targeted with the focused dread flames, which is it's going to put a little mark on them, a little arrow above their head, and he's going to shoot out damage in a line. We need to be in line with the boss and that player. So everybody, a bunch of people need to stack up. 1/3 of the raid is enough to soak it in general. But we're not going to try and say, okay, well, this 1/3 is going to do it this time, this 1/3 is going to do it that time at that point. So just in that intermission, just stack up in the line when the focused dread flames come out. Otherwise, we're going to get the bursting dread flames, which is that 15-yard circle, and it damages everybody inside the circle after 4 seconds. You're going to want to make sure that big wide circle is moved away from other players and spread out. And the circles themselves can overlap, just don't have your circle overlapping on another player. During that intermission phase, the boss can take no damage to speak of. He has a 99% damage reduction, so don't even bother attacking him. Just work on staying alive and doing the mechanics in that part. All right, then we'll go into phase 2. Phase 2 has everything from phase 1, except for we're going to get things that overlap. So we got to kind of pay attention to the timers and react accordingly. The first one that we're going to get, I think, is going to be we're going to get reflections, and we're going to get the dread flame at the same time, I think, in the first one, which isn't too difficult to handle. So we just want to make sure that you're moving your dread flame away from any of the Armageddon swirls that we might have. Or if we get the Armageddon and the dread flame at the same time, make sure your Armageddon or you're not pointing towards any of the Armageddon swirls. Let's see here. We'll get a singularity plus a focused dread flame at one point. On that one, they suggest that you guys move the boss to adjust for that, like kind of towards the singularity, but not all the way to it. And then we'll get another one that is adds. We'll get another one that is 3 of the thing, which is adds, focused dread flame, and Armageddon all at the same time. So we kind of have to all be on our toes for that one. Hopefully we get through that part. We've never gotten through to the second intermission, so let's just give it a go from here and see if we can get through these first 2 parts. If we do get to the second intermission, we'll kind of cover it there. The hunters, do you know what to do in that part? In second intermission?
I do.
I've got track humanoids on.
All right, cool. All right, so if we get to second intermission, make sure you pay attention to your mini map, and whatever spot starts blinking on your mini map, make sure you run to it. We need to get near Illidan during that phase. Otherwise, we can't heal each other, or we can't damage the ads that come up that we have to kill. So make sure you get near Illidan. Once you get near Illidan, you'll get a 20-second buff on you that'll allow you to damage stuff and heal other players, target them, etc. So we have to find Illidan. The hunters can track them, so they'll run to him, and then they'll target on their map, on the mini map. So you need to pay attention to the mini map at that time and get to that spot. And then we will try and get to the third phase. Which the third phase is basically everything from phase 1 and 2, but things overlap a lot and it gets pretty messy and crazy. So let's just give it a go, see how we do. We're gonna hero at the beginning of phase 2, by the way, right after the first intermission.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This battle shall be your last.
First Armageddon is coming.
Unusual.
Everybody needs to get in. Nice job. Evens will be next for the Armageddon.
Warn, you're up.
Roger.
Be careful with him standing in the middle. Tanks are going to get hit with that. Take him up a little bit more.
Where are you thinking?
Just move him up a little bit more.
Back him up a little bit.
All right, Singularity is going to show up in the moment in the center.
Just don't get knocked off, Andrew.
You can position yourself around the ring, folks. Not in the middle.
ring.
Just be on the ring.
2, 1. I'm out of range.
Okay. We're going to have an Armageddon.
Dorn and Evens.
Still you resist.
Intermission 1.
Yep, he's going to the edges, so just kind of hang out, stay alive, do the Armageddon. Evens, we're on that one.
Big one.
I got it. I got it.
If you've got that, stand in the little circle. Come on.
Oh,
Oops. We missed one
there
of
was
the other
two.
ones.
Well,
There
the
was
problem
3.
with assigning people is when that bursting dread flame happens. You can't have 2 people standing in that. So the people that get bursting dread flames are going to have to take those Armageddons.
The only one that right.
Yeah, it's too many people.
My Spicy, you are very big.
I don't really understand fully what you're saying there, Lorelai.
The big giant circles around the people, they need to absorb the Armageddons on the outside because otherwise it overlaps everybody and we all get screwed.
Just like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, see, I thought we wanted to avoid the people with the bursting dread flame.
You do, but if you're
Soaking them.
assigned to go to soak an Armageddon and they're standing next to it, everybody dies.
Wait, what?
So what do we do when we have things to be soaked that are right next to each other?
Just during the phase, if you happen to get an Armageddon when you get bursting dread flame, especially during the intermission, people who have to move out anyway, go stand on an Armageddon.
Oh, okay.
You've got extra raid members taking extra damage that they don't need to get, and then everybody blows up.
But it's just people weren't standing in them, right? I mean, those 3 over there, that was just people didn't actually even get in the circles. That's what killed us, right?
Because people, if you're running toward the bursting dread flame when you don't have it, you're going to take all that damage too. And it's just some mechanic in there that it's just, it won't kill everybody if people that have the bursting dread flame go stand on the Armageddons.
It might, because they both leave a debuff.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize that the bursting will negate people's ability to absorb the Armageddons. I didn't know that. I've never heard that. But okay.
No, I think it's that they were running to the outside, and then people were also running to the outside to get the Armageddons, and so you had multiple things overlapping.
Yeah, but no, there was 3 that just nobody stood in. I mean, like,
I know I didn't run to mine because there were two overlaps of bursting dread flame right on top of it. It's going to kill us. I was in the bursting dread flame.
Is that the circle?
Because I'm trying to run through 2 of those to get to an Armageddon, and it's going to kill me.
Now, when, if you don't have that, you're not
Armageddon's
supposed to
gonna
be
kill
in
the
that
raid
circle.
anyway.
Right. It's going to kill everybody that's trying to get through them to get to the Armageddons. So it's just easier if the Armageddons are taken by people that have the circles.
I don't think bursting dread flame actually leaves a dot though.
Well, okay, then it's
No,
just, it's
I'm
just
not.
a suggestion. Nobody has to take it.
You're fine, Lorelai. I was just looking through the actual abilities. Yes, we want to soak the ones that are on the outside edge, even if you have bursting dread flame. But bursting dread flame doesn't actually put a dot on you, so.
No, it just does initial damage.
Yeah.
So she's saying that if people see it, they won't run into it. Like, she was supposed to run into one, and she saw 2 bursting dread flames that were overlapping on hers, so she just didn't get into hers.
Well, I couldn't. I ran through the bursting dread flames and died.
Oh, you got killed before you got to your circle.
Oh, so the people with bursting dread flames won't die if they go into the Armageddon.
They'll die too. It's
no, they won't.
Well,
no, they won't.
If they're overlapping and stuff, they will. The only thing is it's just get in your Armageddons. I mean, that's the bottom line. Yeah, the bursting dread flames are bad, and you want to avoid getting into them. If the people who have bursting dread flames are out there, there's a Armageddon near it. Get into the Armageddon. They cannot go unattended. If the Armageddons go unattended, and there was 3 of them unattended in that last pull, then we simply are going to wipe. That's the bottom line. Armageddons cannot go unattended no matter what. So if you have bursting dread flame on you, get in an Armageddon. If you don't have it on you, get in an Armageddon. That's the bottom line right there. And she got killed on her way to one because the bursting dread flame killed her, but just get in the Armageddons.
Yeah, so the last time it looked like the problem is the people with the bursting, whatever it's called, they weren't moving, so there was a huge overlap area.
Yeah,
where anybody in the middle area was screwed. That was the problem last time.
Yeah, that's.
You got to go to the outside. You got to go to the outside edge as far as you can when you get it. Now maybe you're a melee, so you couldn't do it. So.
Well, you got to get, if you've got the bursting dread flame on you, you need to get away from other players as much as you can. But we need to absolutely have to have the Armageddon soaked every single time throughout the entire fight, or we lose. That's the bottom line.
There's not saying we're not supposed to do that.
I know.
It's just how it's done. It's just how it's done.
Right.
All right, let's just do this.
So, wait, personal announcements. Do we want to set something for that?
For what?
For the Armageddon. And I'm not seeing anything for Armageddon.
I called it out every Armageddon. Armageddon's pretty obvious. It's orange circles that show up on the ground. And I've been calling it out as it comes. DBM also does an announcement for Armageddon. Maybe your DBM's not working again.
No, it's working. It was telling me, but...
The timer comes up on the right-hand side, and it'll tell you, plus it says Armageddon right in the middle of the screen, and there's orange circles on the ground. So that's what you need to look for Armageddon. And I'll probably call it out as well. All right, let's do a poll.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is a simple matter to show courage against my minions. Can you face the shadows within your own soul and pray?
Armageddon.
Beware. Upon
See Joe.
Oh,
Canceled it too early, I saw that.
I accidentally double punched my button.
Dorn, you're up next.
Rupturing Singularity in about 10 seconds. Make sure you get on the ring. Second Armageddon in 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
I got him. Oh.
I need to get closer.
Here comes the Armageddon.
Obliteration beckons. Still you resist.
Intermission 1.
Dorn.
All right, took me a minute to find it.
Obliteration beckons.
I've got the next one.
You got it? I'm stepping in it.
All right,
Do we need some
got
people
it.
in the...
Nope.
We missed another one though.
There was two
Three.
got
3.
two of them. Throw yes, three of them.
Yeah.
Everybody's aware of that whole odds evens flipping back and forth, right?
I don't understand it myself.
Armageddon 1 is the odds group, and the reason we're doing that is just because you shouldn't be taking two Armageddons in a row. So we kind of got the group split into halves. So the odds groups are going to get into the first Armageddons. The even groups are going to get into the second Armageddons. The odds group get into the third. Evens on the fourth. And so on and so forth. And that's just because you shouldn't be taking two Armageddons in a row. But again, right there was three Armageddons that nobody stood in. So
And that's even with somebody on the team that had just gone in, was standing in one of those last Armageddons.
and Johnny's
I
jumping to the big one. So
Sorry, I was
Really
looking
deals
at
for a
that.
friend of Brummels, like you.
it's really a make it break it mechanic. If the Armageddons aren't soaked, then we just lose, and that's how it is. And we have to do that the whole fight. That's not a just at the first phase or just in the second phase. That's a continuing mechanic that happens throughout the entire fight, except for I think the only time it doesn't happen is in the second
phase.
intermission. No,
I
doesn't
don't
it?
think it's in the third phase.
Which side were they on where they weren't
Yeah, it's through the
taken?
second intermission, but not the third phase.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it goes through the second
You
intermission?
get the red flame, the arrow one, but you don't get the Armageddons.
If you're dead, just release.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was
I mean, heroic might have it. I don't know.
I thought they went all the way
regular?
through to the very end.
No,
All right, well,
only
either
in.
which way, we still have to get all the way through that. And they really do have to be soaked every single time. And if there's three of them not being soaked, you know, that's a pretty big one. One, you know?
Even one is barely survivable.
Yeah, one is bad. Three is surefire death. So
Also, if you do get targeted with that circle, you need to get away from other people so they're not overlapping. I struggled finding a spot where I could stand that I wasn't standing in 3.
Yes.
And if you get targeted with that circle, you haven't taken an Armageddon, and there's one next to you, just jump in it.
Yeah, also, here's the thing. If you've already taken an Armageddon, and even if it's not your turn, and the other people are not doing their job, get in the Armageddon. Because, look, we wipe if people don't do that mechanic. That's how it is. So, if other people aren't going to do it right, and just take the extra damage, and we'll just try and heal through it. I'd prefer if people, you know, just always make sure they get in it, but if they don't, get in it. That's just all there is to it.
So I just want to clarify. If
Can
you
somebody
have,
call out that where some are that aren't being?
There's 4
We can't
seconds.
do that.
There's no time. There's no time for that. We're going to tell you there's Armageddon's coming. The Armageddon comes up. It tells you that Armageddon is up. The orange spots show up on the ground. Look for a spot. Head towards it. Get into it. If somebody else gets into it before you do, look for another spot that you can get into. If there isn't one, then you just aren't standing in one at that point. But they should all be gotten. I mean, they're all around. Just pick one. If you're a fast mover, like you got blink or something, pick one that's far away. Get to it. If you're a slow mover, pick one that's close by. If you see somebody in one, turn and go for a different one.
Understand the DPS you're cranking out is really not nearly as important as being able to
No.
get to that, right? So you don't have to worry about getting an ideal rotation now.
No, I don't think he was implying that you were DPSing instead of trying to go for one. This is a mechanics fight. The DPS is secondary to it. So, yeah, just if you see an Armageddon, it's your turn. Get to it. If you if somebody steps in that one, go for a different one. One way or another, they all have to be filled, or we lose.
I think the key here is for the ranged people, they should be spread out. Because if you're all close to each other, then everybody's going to have a long way to run. So be spread out, and then if there's an Armageddon close to you, you can easily get it.
Yeah, so the Armageddon's getting announced with plenty of seconds ahead of time, and that's when that spread should start to happen.
What's up, Tat?
No, I just wanted to clarify, if you have the circle around you, so I'm going to the edge, and I can still hit an Armageddon even if I have the circle, right?
You can. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to just clarify that.
Yeah, you can. You're going to take a little extra damage, but you can. Okay. The key, if you have the large circle around you, is just to try and make sure you are not putting your large circle on top of an Armageddon or on top of another player. You really want to move that circle away from other people and and the Armageddons, because if there's an Armageddon up, there should be a player there. So you just kind of assume there's going to be a player there, and you should try and get away from it. But if you don't see anybody heading for it, you can see if there's a player running for it, it's obvious that player is running for it. They're trying to get to it. If there's nobody running for it, you get to it.
It just seems like the circles are really big and there's a lot of them. So
yeah,
I was just trying to clarify, what do I do with my circle? I go to the edge, but I can't go near an Armageddon if somebody else is already on it.
Yeah. So. Yep. All right. Let's try it again.
Hold on. Spiffy had to step out, so Formir, you're after Gordon.
Wait, I'm sorry, you're moving me up a spot?
Spiffy left the raid group to answer a phone call.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I didn't figure you guys caught it.
All right,
so just to make sure I understood, you're saying after Gordon, right?
Yeah, Jabui, Jordan, Formir, Dizzy, Jelly.
Perfect.
And hopefully I don't double-click my ice block. I think so. If we need to call for another one, we might be able to call for one, but we should be fine.
Just a quick warning, Jelly, the slot that you have for Armageddon generally tends to RNG around a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff happening. Just focus on getting to that Armageddon.
Which is the large orange circle on the ground.
Okay.
You want to get in it and then ice block, and don't do what I did and double click your ice block and accidentally cancel it.
Well, what I'm confused about is that, I see the swirlies, I see some small swirlies, and then I see some swirlies with, fire spears going up.
The fire spear,
multiple ones.
The fire spear just means that nobody's in it yet, and then there's a large one and a small one.
Yeah.
The larger one is for the cooldown.
I have yet to see a large one, so I don't know if I'm on the other side of the room and I'm just not
they're
looking
pretty
at it.
big.
They're about twice the size. The large, yeah, they're about double the size, really. All right, let's pull. Let's just pull, and get in the Armageddons. That's all I'm going to say about that.
We could do it.
It is progression, so we're all learning the roles. And frankly, I think it's harder on most raid members than it is on tanks. Do your best. Stay sharp.
First Armageddon.
I mistook the marker for one.
All right, and the next one will be the evens groups. It's not for a while though. We got 38 seconds till the next Armageddon.
Jordan, you got the next one.
Rupturing Singularity, get along the ring.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna get an Armageddon. This would be the events group. Get in them.
Still you resist.
One bind tank.
Let me repay your
Okay.
Thank you.
Intermission 1.
Boromir, you got this one.
Get this Armageddon.
Jelly pop your cooldown. Oh, yeah.
I got in that one.
Yeah, there were a couple of people in it with you.
Oh, just one person for Armageddon. But alright, focus flame, get between the boss and the arrow.
Stop moving.
There we go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Armageddon. Who's the big one?
I'll grab it.
Got it.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
Oh, you're a lot close.
Damon got it.
Franking.
Dizzy's got the next one.
Alright, Dizzy's on the next.
Phase 2.
Dread Flame, spread them out.
I think I'm big, I'm not sure, but I'm going in the middle.
It's not up yet.
Oh, okay. So I just...
Hero.
Hero?
Becoming
Oh,
hero.
There.
Yeah, but I thought the same thing.
Now you're big.
Get on the
Now
boss.
I'm big, alright.
Kill those reflections. Alright. Gonna have bursting Dread Flame next.
Armageddon's coming up.
Got it.
You have 2 reses if you want somebody else.
Get a Mia. Save the other.
Jelly, you're next on Armageddon.
Jelly is dead.
What's your stack
Jelly's
drop
dead.
before you
It's Jabui.
Singularity. Circle. Get around.
Stand in the line.
Hey, big guy, get in the middle side. Oh,
Nope.
Alright, I'll get the next one. I got the next big one. I'm dead.
I can get it. This is
I got it.
Whoa. Consume them all.
Okay, maybe I don't. My turtle was on cooldown.
Hey, don't back up. Niobe, get to the boss.
Niobe, get in.
I'm gonna go grab the big one.
Run. There's another one back here behind the boss.
Oh, there's one that went off. Just one though.
Bats.
It's gonna be a big debuff on everybody though, so it's gonna tax on the remaining healers.
Trank.
Oh, then that does.
Minute.
Or not.
Yeah.
Especially since it's a wipe right now.
Well, we got him down to 2%. So
Azeroth shall fall to the burning
52%.
region.
Stage 2.
Yeah, we got it. I think it's 40% to transition to the second intermission.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we were 12% off on that one.
Well, we seem to get a little more each time, you know, getting used to it.
I have many wares.
And so, what is it that's wiping it? People not being in their circles, right?
Armageddon, yeah. That last one wasn't called out either, too, which makes me...
Well, I think most of us were on
now.
cooldown for turtle and stuff, so I mean, I don't know what we could have done.
No, there was a little one that was not stepped in. It was right beside me. I was just trying to yell.
Was that when the ads were up?
No, it was after.
Oh, before. Oh, after. Oh, okay.
It was just before we started to wipe. But that Armageddon, nobody said anything that the Armageddon was out there, and so I think we need to designate someone to call Armageddon every time.
Well, I lost
until we're used to it.
I lost track of like odds, evens myself. But if I see it, I try to run to it. And
Yeah, I think the odds and evens are less important than just making sure you can do it if there's time.
Now you said there should be a debuff that comes up if you have it on you.
Yeah. Right, but you see the time. Yeah, like the first and the second one you could do pretty well. They seem to be about a minute apart, so you can do both of those.
Yeah, it's basically what it is it puts like a, I think it's a minute long debuff. I don't recall exactly. That goes on you, and the first one you get, I mean, it's not that bad, but you get 2, it starts to get pretty heavy. You do 3, and you're pretty much toast. You know, if you still have the debuff on you, but they shouldn't be coming that close together for the most part.
Well, in phase 2, they come together pretty quick.
They do come faster in that, so you can't absorb every single one. We were doing odds and evens to try and spread it out. We can like not do odds and evens if you guys want, and just do like the pay attention to whether or not you got the debuff and go for it if you don't have the debuff, kind of thing. We could do it that way if you guys want to. I'm open to that.
We can try it.
I mean, the key is really just that they get done. You know,
if you're fighting the boss during Armageddon, you're doing it wrong.
Well, you can still fight the boss as long as you've gotten into your Armageddon first.
But it's really not doing any good.
And then you have to stand there until that thing hits you. You can't just get in and leave.
No, you just get to it. I mean, you can turn and attack the boss once you've gotten to it, but the key is really get to it and stand in it. And like she was saying, like you see, like there's kind of a torchy looking, like flamey thing sticking up out of it if there's nobody in it. Otherwise, it just looks like a spot on the ground. But they all have to be soaked. We only missed that one that was way over there on the behind, like to the left of where Killjaden's standing now, on that last one. But still all need to be soaked.
It's progression.
So really, we're going to use 2 mechanics then. One is the big circles in the ground that somebody has to be in, and those hollow circles that have to run out. Sometimes they happen at the same time, but we have to totally be aware of those to make this successful.
Yeah, it's basically everybody just has to get used to the mechanics to the point where you know they can handle it, you know, kind of thing.
That's one of the bosses, like second nature.
Yeah, but it's a very complex mechanic fight, so, and it all has to be done, and it's not forgiving.
And the boss hits like a truck. Keeps the healers busy.
Yeah. That's for sure.
We've got a number of people away for some reason.
I'm here. Oh.
All right.
Sometimes
Alright.
I wish I was away.
Everyone's here, so I'm just gonna throw up a timer.
It's just Theo.
Yeah, there's a wedge of these not there, but
I'm here. He's here.
Okay.
You readied up for the last one?
2, 1.
It is a simple matter to show courage against my minions. Can you face the shadows within your own soul and free? Death reigns upon me.
What's that big one?
get out of this one.
No, I meant to ask before we started if we could change the color of the X. Just kept thinking it was an Armageddon.
fixed it.
Oh, thank you.
Jordan, you got next one.
Singularity in the center. Get on the ring.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Obliteration.
Armageddon.
Still you resist.
Intermission.
Repay your arrogance.
Boromir, your next Armageddon.
Armageddon. Get in them.
Them all.
Sorry, folks. I had nowhere to take that.
Someone stood in it with me. Don't stand in the big one.
Somebody didn't get one.
3, 2.
All Armageddons
I
have to
have
be
next
so.
one.
Should we be together to help Mortimer?
Focus Dread Flames line up with that person.
This is a good time to stack up. Isn't it?
3, 2,
Yes.
1.
Rains upon
Spread out for
Armageddon.
Armageddon.
Get into them.
fall. Hero.
Joe, you got the next one.
You're getting into the next large one, Jelly.
Consume them
Phase
all.
2.
Next Armageddon is in 30 seconds. The reflections get directly underneath the
Whoa.
boss. Stack them up right up underneath the boss. Nuke those guys down. Alright, good job. Here comes an Armageddon in 10 seconds. Jelly, get ready. You're going to be soaking the large Armageddon circle.
Death rains upon you. Consume them all. An inevitable fate.
Looks like AT had to take that.
Yeah, I was across the platform and I.
Alright, I'll take the next one.
You want to hit the healer up?
Yeah, get the healer up.
Draw your master.
Rupturing Singularity, just get kind of towards the center. Line up with this.
4, 3,
There we go.
2, 1.
Alright. There we go. We're good and safe.
Kill Quasandro.
I'll take the next large Armageddon.
Beware. Upon you. Consume them all.
I got him.
Jordan, you're up next.
Give into your fears. Beware. Rains upon
Armageddon.
I can't find the big one.
Yeah, in the
I'm going
boss,
for it.
north side.
I
Got 2 people standing in there.
Had a lot of people standing in that one.
That's right, it got absorbed, so.
Get the ads.
Other than that, it's a big ad.
Boromir, you're on the next boat.
Get the big.
Yeah,
Oh,
having to-
Keldish stood out there. We gotta kill him out there.
There was one next to the big one. He went out for him. I got him.
Tank's down.
Get the tank up.
Too many overlaps.
Armageddon.
Drankin'.
Four's down. Somebody's gonna have to take the big one.
Dizzy's down.
I got. If
Nobody
I would
got
have
there,
got there,
John?
I would have had
We
it.
weren't able to get it.
We're not.
1.
My fault, sorry.
Alright,
Everybody.
Mac, make sure if you grow large, you get underneath the boss.
He went out for Armageddon. That's what happened there.
Wow,
And it
big.
had-
Yeah, I think also I didn't.
I
go
don't
to
know,
the,
with
didn't
the-
go to the Velcro clause when I should have. and
45%.
took off as quick as it could, and that created a chain effect. So I think that was on me.
I don't know if the ad thing was before or after the Armageddon, so
We
I
got
couldn't
big before
say.
the Armageddon came up. I got big
Okay.
too, and it was before
Yeah.
Armageddon came up.
I didn't see that. I just saw he went out for an Armageddon, but I didn't see if which came
Word of the
first.
wise, especially because at that point we're gonna get the reflection, we're gonna get focused, we're gonna get Armageddon. If you're big, don't go out for one. Somebody else needs to do it. And I appreciate you getting to it and all that, but somebody else needs to do it at that point because we really need the ads like kind of clumped together in the center. So if you're not big in that particular part, make sure that you're getting into an Armageddon. I'd even rather have somebody double up on their Armageddons than a big person go out there and drop an ad outside of away from the boss, like outside of cleave range. You wouldn't know that, of course, so don't feel too bad. Just if you're big, don't go out for the Armageddon. Somebody else needs to do it.
I
Well,
soaked
much
one.
better, everybody. Yeah, we're getting up. Notice that we're getting up.
Yeah, it's definitely getting handled more. That's great.
Hey, we got time for 2 more pulls.
Yeah, we got time for our last poll and then some guessing.
Five, four, three, two, one.
You were fools to follow me here. Obliteration beckons.
All right. Singularity will be up next in the middle in 30 seconds. Singularity is coming, and then we'll have Armageddon in 20 seconds.
Jordan, has that Armageddon?
Singularity, get on the ring.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here comes the Armageddon.
Death rains upon you. Still you resist. Then let me repay your.
So we're not running out, we should stack in the middle, right?
We are in intermission.
Intermission, head to the another Armageddon right away. Other people need to get it. Get him.
I got it. Sorry, I was trying to get through
You're
this.
good.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
The person who gets the debuff.
Ford can still take the next one.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna have another Armageddon coming up soon. And there's Dread Flames. Line up. We're good. All right, we're gonna have another Armageddon.
4, 3, 2,
Unless the timer was wrong. There it is.
There.
I got it.
All right.
Dizzy has the next one.
Phase 2. After next bursting.
Bursting, spread out if you've got it.
Give into your fears. Your
Get in the middle if you're big.
Dizzy can't get this one. Jelly has to get the next Armageddon.
Jelly, you're on Armageddon.
Never mind, I can get it.
Oh, he can get it. All right. You're back off duty on this one, Jelly.
Friends for Armageddon.
Got him.
There's a bunch of them on this platform, so
we need another one. There you go.
Oh, just one person? Alright. Alright, we're good?
Yeah, Joey got the next one.
Down a healer.
Yeah, we're good.
Rupturing Singularity, just get towards the middle. Line up with the Dread Flame. Stop moving, Dread Flame. There we go.
Go, Klaus.
Jelly, you're on this Armageddon. You're gonna get in the big circle.
Ooh,
Pistol's down.
Whoa.
Go, go, go. Get a pistol up.
What happened there?
I was wondering.
He died.
Yeah, he was full
Alright.
health to 0.
Alright, get. Oh, whew,
I got
that was
nuked.
close under rock. Alright, I've got the next Armageddon.
Yeah, that was what was amazing, because you weren't full stack yet.
And my mitigation's up, so I can't.
Comes to Reflections and the Armageddon.
I got it.
Jordan, you got the next one.
Alright,
Yeah,
we're good. We gotta kill these. Oh yeah.
Former's got the next one.
Kill these eruptions.
Only if it's in less than 10 seconds. I mean, yeah. Okay, I'll be off cooldown.
Make sure you're towards the middle. Careful, we got the Rupturing Singularity soon. Get towards the middle as fast as you can. Oh crap.
Oh, no.
Oh, crap.
Get Armageddon and that at the same time.
2, 1.
That was a, yeah.
Bad timing.
Well, it's gonna happen like that. That's the problem. We've
Isn't
got
that what
to
got us
figure out how
last
to
time,
deal with
too?
it.
It always happens.
We
that
didn't
way.
get that far actually last time.
No, I think we did. We got blown up, and then Armageddon's got us.
Well, we've
always
only
gets
ever
up
gotten
on
him
the
to
dark
50% at the most, and he's at 44, so...
No, we got 45 on the last
45 last time, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a triple whammy part. Now here's the thing. The one thing that I've read is that in that instance, you know, because aren't we getting the focused, and are we get that one's the focused, the Armageddon.
Cool.
No, that's not the focused Armageddon and ads. That's
We got the thing that we had the Armageddon. Well, we got blown back.
Singularity.
Singularity. And the Armageddon at the same time. So we had the circles. So I had a circle. I was running to the edge, and then I was running back. We had Armageddon. That had an Armageddon circle right next to me. So as I ran towards that, we got the thing that blows you back.
Right, Singularity.
Yeah, the Singularity all at the same time, basically.
Yeah, that's a really tough spot. You know, we only have 6 minutes left. That's not really enough time for a pull on this. But I mean, we did do better. We got a little further. We got it down to 44% tonight. Yeah, we were only 4% away from getting to the next phase.
I mean, doesn't it only take us 6 or 7 minutes to wipe?
Yeah, 5
Can
minutes.
we try one more?
Yeah, we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
5
All
minutes
right.
to wipe. So.
All right. Well, if you guys.
It's just more practice.
We're gluttons
All right,
for
let's
punishment.
eat and get in there real quick then.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to resummon me then.
Oh, people already jetted.
Oh,
All right.
I was
okay.
hearthing out, yeah.
Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 people away.
Yeah, let's. You know.
Yeah, let's take the wood called already. I appreciate the eagerness to keep going though. It says we're getting energized about knowing we can do this.
Tesla just don't want to eat those fell claws like you did that last time.
I don't know what happened. Like Johnny and I just started to talk about.
Well, you guys did say you wanted to wipe. 3,
It's like a truck, don't it?
2, 1.
What are we doing?
What a jackass.
Really, Bronze?
Oh,
Really?
what the hell? Really? Bronze, you can pay for our freaking repairs and stuff. Why should our guild have to do it?
Just stand there. Don't do anything. Just.
Well,
We
we
did
just had a
run into
kamikaze tank, so. he went and leaped off the edge.
Feel free to browse.
Well,
Yeah,
there
if you
we
jump
go.
off,
We
you don't
wiped.
take
So much for that.
damage.
That was really
Thanks a
cool.
lot.
That was awesome, dude.
I would
Way to
kinda
be.
like not invite him back for that pull.
He left the raid right after he pulled.
No,
too.
I kicked him out of the raid actually. After he did that.
It's time to grow up.
Or just don't come to our raid if that's the way he wants to be.
We have a lot of people that would like to go, so.
All right, guys. Well, we'll pick it up again next week. We'll try it then. So much for the last poll. Yeah. Thanks for coming. We got a little further.
We learned a lot. Thanks, everybody. Good job.
And I guess if you want to do mythics,
The Delaware ain't going up.
Who's heading up mythics?
so if you want to do mythics, let's just move to the mythic channel and figure it out.
Alright.
Good night, all.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Greetings. Till next we meet.